Hi, everybody. We're here with the team from VSP, Greg, Sid, and Nathan. Happy to have them all here today. Let's talk a little bit about culture. We mentioned this in previous videos, but let's dive a little deeper. I know VSP really strives to be a leader in your industry, and you are a leader in your space. Can you talk a little bit about how culture is important to digital transformation and to your position as an industry leader?
Nathan said.
Yeah, I can start. So anytime you take on a digital transformation, you're pushing the bounds of the status quo, right? So I think in terms of a culture, if you have a culture that limits that and is very kind of inward focused, conservative from the approach, that they're not very the risk appetite's not there. It stagnates that digital transformation. So the culture has to have an appetite of innovation, exploration, and again, a little bit of risk appetite. Obviously, digital transformations can go one of two ways. They can go really great or they can go really poorly, right? And you typically don't know until about 24 months after it's done. So you do have to have that kind of pioneering culture and able to go through a digital transformation, I think.
Yeah, one of our biggest, digital transformation success stories is actually Microsoft Teams. The way our company has adapted to working remote, using Teams successfully to enable their work, it's been, hugely impactful and definitely, worthy kind of, investment from all of our stakeholders. That still doesn't kind of, replace what is essential to kind of the VSP culture. VSP, we are used to kind of, being in office, working with everyone. One of our, core values is to actually have fun. So we try to incorporate all of that by working remote, but it's challenging, right? So the current situation, post by COVID, is going to be impacting kind of a fundamental fabric of our culture, which is something that I think not only us just in procurement, but as a company, our entire leadership is actually looking at various different ways to figure out how we can preserve and build on the VSP culture in this new environment.
Greg, tell me a little bit about, how you've seen M&A impact the model for talent in an organization.
At Oracle, I was trying to think through how many acquisitions I experienced. I think it was over 40 acquisitions at Oracle, and smaller number at Salesforce, and certainly not as many at VSP. But if not managed, it can dilute the company's culture and have a severe impact as a result. So, companies generally, and especially Oracle, was very aggressive in their integration strategy. Taking a step back, how we manage culture, I think, was more of a byproduct, less of a concern. But if you're acquiring a company for their talent, their intellectual property, their talent, you need to make sure that your cultural affinities also align and that it's not being disruptive, because people will exit an organization if it doesn't align culturally with their value system.